They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson on second down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Robert Quinn in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
To go, first quarter. The one running back is Gurley. He's going to get the football. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time, and it's 2nd down. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. Going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on fourth down. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Wilson, and that's complete to Luke Wilson. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
19.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now it's Wilson. He's got time. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll look to throw here. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And some space here. And the cutback to the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a play fake here under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity. Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that takes us from second to third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joplo Bartu in second sack now of the afternoon. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will swell the lead to 16. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
They're now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. Shake off the interception. He'll look, and the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And the back goes into motion. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. They'll run with Rawls. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So Wilson will head to the sideline, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Got a man open. It's Brian Quick. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise?
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, out.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long, it's Wilson being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That is football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming. And down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But
under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Austin. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out front. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Detroit, here we go. Detroit, 39. Over. Kill. All right, now, look at 56. Look
to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Wilson going to give the rolls. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got... The yard down to the 16. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Wilson to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joplo Bartu getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He has Britt over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
Now let's go. Blue, land. No. Check. Patriots.
they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught here left side by Britt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Back. Watch it now. Gun.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Here's Wilson. Deep drop. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Defense showing blitz. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down following the run. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. A good pick up there on 20 yards. Now they're going to speed things up here. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Man open is Britt for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Britt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Detroit!
And that one was relatively easy to see. So the 2-point conversion successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, Rawls. Oh, nice move. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson. He's got, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Austin. A little 360. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. Here's Gurley. And some room to work. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. They run it with Mason. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Complete outright to Kurz. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Wilson to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing now is Wilson. Finding time. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down in. Inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time. Look at the time. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory.
midst of a throne.